me. And I need to be very honest with you guys. This is my first event that I'm actually hosting for people all around the state. And you guys are my favorite already because you guys came. I'm taking all of your numbers. You guys are on my top list, and all the signings that my second company will have, I will first forward to those people who came today in here. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. And one more time, thank you for coming. And as I promised, it's 8:02, and I'm already speaking. Thank God, right? Everybody looking on their watches if I'm speaking, I do. I want to also say thank you to our cathedrals and the sponsors like the Oasis by the Workwheel who provide us with a phenomenal venue to be held this event and have you in here on this symposium and prepare all your questions. I will go there. Not worries, everybody. I'm here for you. And also Hungry, who provide us some snacks and some liquor. And of course to my amazing friend with the beautiful car on front, as you guys could see, and get the beautiful rosé and enjoying some sparklings before entering the venue itself. And of course my amazing partner, who is an amazing photographer, and I needed to introduce him, and who does an amazing job as a graphic designer and helping me in the business as well. So one more time, thank you for all of you to being here today, and I'm so happy that I can introduce you all who doesn't know me yet. My name is Stefan Perez Tejera, and I'm here in New York. I have a signing service. Maybe most of you knows it's a New York Notary Signing Services, and the second company is a national notarial centralized verification system that basically invites you all to be here today and to benefit some news, how to proceed, how to get information, and how to become stronger in your own network and make a business on your own. So the centralized verification system was based on simple things to stop the fraud. Most of you are maybe agents. I'm paying attention on this corner. I don't know why you guys are eating me with the eyes. I love it. Please, oh my, let me a little bit here on this side. It's a bar in here, I can see it, you know. It was based, I needed to say it clearly, to stop the fraud. As a signing agent, in the experience of the signing agent, you basically go for a closing where you're already dealing with a person who is basically verified, even though you take the picture of the ID and send that with the closing material back to the title or the lender itself. But they are basically pre-verified. You just basically take the picture that you build with that signer that nobody else signed. But what if you do the general notarization? How many times who are another public and serve the general public get with the client who present the fake ID? Can you spot that fake ID? Or how many times you get that, you spot that ID that was fake, but what the mind of the person who is seeking that notarization does? Well, they leave your office or your presence and they look for another one, and I'm sorry to say that, for the stupid one, who's gonna give that stamp on it. And I hope nobody is here who works in UPS, because I get that all the time. I'm sorry. It's usually the paper with the stamp on it. It's missing everything. It doesn't matter if it's a jura, just pick it up. You know, whatever you want. You see the stamp and some signature and you don't know what day was the sign. What is it? Is it a jura? Is it an acknowledgement? What is it for? So you are the notary public who has the power. And the notary public, a lot of in the public people think the notary public is just a stamp. Well, let me tell you it's not. And why? Because I just need few information. Your name, your date of birth, and I transfer whatever you have without you knowing. That's my power in this stamp. So the mindset of people will set up, and I'm again apologizing to FedEx and UPS workers, hopefully nobody is in here, that they do that. You just go in, they just stamp it, they don't even care what ID you have whatsoever, what is on the paper. So I get a lot, but Notary Public does not check the document, what the document the Notary Public signed. Well, that's not true, because what if you have the name of the signers appear on the first sentence of the letter? You basically check, because you need to know who is signing. The person is in front of you. I, Stefan Perez Tejera, affirm this front of the Notary Public, blah, blah, blah. So I already read the letter, because there is the name, and that name I need to find out if the name is in the connection with the ID and person sitting in front of me. And those are the kind of things that the notary looking and needs to record in the Notary Journal, right? You're writing in the Notary Journal, client came and signed the last will. I did it last year. Thank you, Pascale. That is my notary. I needed a notary myself. I'm a notary and I needed a notary myself. That is my agent. Everybody give the clap to her. Please, everybody give her a clap. And give a clap to each other, because you guys are amazing today. I love you. So the point of the system itself is to connect every Notary Public in the network in the world. And I told you. First of all, you guys in New York already know we needed to have the Notary Journal, at least in the books. Who want to store those books for 10 years? And if you're signing 10, 15, 20 a day, and each one, the Notary Journal is gone in the half of the month, maybe every month, 12 books each year, for 10 years to store that, and once you think, oh, they're not gonna call. Department of State is not here, right? Hold on. No, she didn't come, okay, I see her. Department of State, we would love to get your journals, we need to check that. Your novice opinion, it's your duty to give that journal if there is something. Court calls, you don't have it. Sorry, I got an accident, I got some insurance money from the fire in my house. Things happen, right? We know. So we have another opportunity, and then electronic journal. And with the idea of the electronic journal came the idea of what if the signer comes to me and I reject the document because whatever reason, impersonalization, fake ID, whatsoever, and the person is going to FedEx. The FedEx doesn't do it anymore. My apologies, they do remote online. They don't do it anymore. Only UPS. And UPS don't care, they just place the stamp. They don't even want an ID, just nice smile, you sign, notarized. Thank you. You just transferred the property for $80,000 or $380,000 3 months ago in Florida. Beautiful. So what you do, you have the centralized system. You are a member of the centralized system. The centralized system does, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, if the person comes to me and presents me an ID on my wallet, who knows where, at the moment I have my thing workout, no, the parking garage ID. Imagine this is my ID, and I'm the stupid notary. Or this is a client and I'm the stupid notary and I accept this park ID, like, oh yeah, it says park fast. Sure, give that step fast. And I scan it, and it has my picture. You can't have my picture, whatever. People are so smart. And I scan it into the system, and system find out whatsoever that, well, it's a fake ID. It's gonna send the trigger to every notary in the network in the States that the person appearing in front of that notary public got a fake ID. So everybody in that network will know, oh, hold on, I need to be careful because at this time, Stefan Perez Tejera, the notary public, marked as a red flag the guy who was pretending to do something with a fake ID, and I know about that. I'm stopping the fraud. I'm a part of the network stopping the fraud. Well, let me tell you something. I'm a notary public, or I start as a notary public, then I start my signing service business. And you know, English is not my first language. I learned myself a lot of things on my own. I used the Google Translate before, years ago. I learned myself, nobody was there for me to teach me how to sign.
I don't understand.
But I have a law degree. That's important. So I know what to do. And I know that no way the law can be violated. And the notary has always the power in his hands. So I learned that there is missing the segment of the business, especially in New York. Because in New York, the notary public charge $2. If you are smart and you put it like processing fees, you get more. And for remote online notarization, $25 per signature. Now you can say like, okay, he's coming with something new that could be really interesting for us, that we can be in touch, all of us in one, all across the states, not just in New York, but all over the country. I'm sorry to say that, hopefully nobody born in California, we excluded California out. We know why, right? All the signing agents and notary knows why the California is out. We came with something that is cheaper, that you actually can make a business. I am a signing agent, I was another public, I'm an owner of signing service, I have the second company, Centralized Verification, which we're still developing new and new things, but we don't pay for extra. Well, if you go to the rivals who are having a remote notarization, and you pay $25 a month, just a membership or subscription, and then you're paying for each notarization few bucks, $5 to $6 for each verification, you actually realize that you have no money. You don't make enough money from the notarization online as you should. Because $25 for a signature remotely online sounds great. But actually for that one notarization I needed to pay a subscription monthly, and then for each notarization pay extra and extra. So I was thinking like, okay, but for a notary in New York, it's actually impossible to make money if I want to be a remote online notary. Last year, we had the law became a law. So we get some adjustments, the court learns, the court learns a lot, thanks to Stefan again. Stefan was saying this is wrong, this should be right, this is wrong, this should be right, etc., and this should be changed. And here we are a year later, and we're trying to change something that is meaningful and the notary can benefit from. So we put everything together in one. So now, how many of you having a books as a journal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mm-hmm.
It's the law.
It's the law. Well, it's the law, exactly, it's the law. How many of you has the electronic journal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you guys have a double. Double two. And you know it's a violation.
What's a violation?
Because you have two books, so you can basically record in one, and on the other one you don't record.
Well, I need two because when I'm doing one.
And here we go. Continue, please. Continue. Everybody, pay attention, please. I love it. I love you already. Please.
Well, the thing is, because we're doing one, we have one for one, which is the electronic one, and then of course when I'm out there doing loan signings, so I have that. I was using something called Variable Data Solutions, but I didn't like their platform afterwards, and then oh well. So I kind of understand where you're going.
Right. What happened? Well, how much you pay for the remote online platform? Doesn't matter what platform you have. How much you pay monthly or for the notarization?
I think it's $49.99 a month.
$49.99 a month. What happened if you stop your subscription?
A subscription?
Yeah. What happened if you don't pay $44.99 a month?
They cut it off.
They cut it off. What happened with the records that you have with your subscription?
Excuse me?
What happened with all the records you have
They
it?
give you the opportunity to download it.
To download it. So you basically get the storage. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. That was an amazing, amazing thing you said. Thank you so much. We will be in touch after the conversation. Hold on, we didn't finish. I still have my fake ID in my hand. Hold on, I keep it parked my car. Hold on. I love you guys. You are guys amazing. What happened if I tell you that you can do all that to have your records in one platform? From the books, from the remote online notarization, And if you stop paying a year $99, because that's how much we charge for unlimited notarization, $99, and you have everything, coordination, ID verification, whatsoever. How much you pay? $44.99 a month?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You just 2 months and you could have a centralized verification, you see?
So you're gonna give me something then, because
I'm giving you myself. Here I am.
Yeah, because I want to get rid of the book. I just want to stick with the, one that once I put you in my phone and store you in, that's it. I don't want to carry the book, and then, of course, when I'm doing Ron, it's a separate thing.
Exactly, and that's what it makes him confused. That you have a Ron separate, they cut it off, they tell us to download it really fast because we're cutting you off if you don't pay us $44. Do they charge you something extra for the verification? Or the stamps, the online stamps you use?
$25.
For what? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this notary does a lot of remote online notarization. But how much you pay to the platform for the stamp? How much you pay for to the platform for a stamp? If you put a stamp in the remote online notarization platform, how much you pay to the company that provides the remote?
I didn't trust, I think $8 last year.
I don't trust that's a certificate you're using. That's a certificate, that's a separate, that's your ID, that's your identification. I don't trust it's important for remote online notarization. A year it costs like $75. So if you did it through the NNA, of course it costs you more because they want to have some commission on it. Don't get fooled. Text me. I will let you know, which is, it's simple. It's simple as that. Just get the right people to the right direction and you can make a business. But here we are. We are not here today just to do business, right? I'm not saying you guys, all of you need to sign up. Eventually you guys will, anyway. Why? And I know why. Because we have the platform for free as well. The part of the platform offer a free record keeping. You can communicate with the notaries if there is any error or whatsoever. Adding and have your records stored in the remote storage, in the centralized verification, so you don't violate the law. You can clearly print the certificates out. And if you want to invest for yourself and for your future to have the remote online notarization, $9.99 a month or $99.99 a year, you can have that unlimited. So not $44.99 a month. I'm sorry, sir. He's gonna transfer. I don't know if this computer is gonna work because today it wasn't working though very well. So we are happy it's running. So are you guys watching the news? What is that? The chief? I love that. You see? So we have there something. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Let me try on. To show you the platform, maybe most of you already checked, maybe some of you already registered. We have so many pending registration in. Let me see if I can open for you the platform. Oh, that's a Tally. Hi Tally. That's a Tally's info. Let me see. Okay. So I forgot about a very important thing. Is it typing? Can I have a Julio? Julio is one of the best engineers, senior engineers. Julio, can you help me, please? I will give you just the thing to type it on. If you can take this keyboard and go to the TV and just type over website centralizedverification.com so we can show the website. Here is the keyboard, the mouse. Here is the mouse. Everybody please give the clap to Julio. He's a chief senior engineer in the centralized verification system. One of the best guy ever you will meet, after me of course. No, we are all good. We are all the best. We are all blessed and best. So, Julio is trying to get our Apple device running. Okay, so as you guys can see, I'm sorry you guys, that TV doesn't work, so we have there the Gordon Chief. At least we learn how to cook. Keep it, please, keep it so you can help me out when I tell you. So we have their website that points you in the option that you can see the client and third-party verification, find notary lawyer, escrow review. We're still working on the list. system information, and login. So the platform offers us multiple options. And the very important that probably all of you will like it is that the third party can verify that notarization actually happened on the name. And I'm gonna show you, just please don't do that at home. Julio, can you click on the client's third party verification and enter my name? Do you still remember what my name is? Oh, he does. Of course he does. Come on. So we will go to verify notarization. And we have the option to enter 2 characters. Or I can enter the name and date of birth, or the... Do you guys can see it? Should I move? Hold on. Is that better? Now I feel like a Celine Dion. He's speaking in Spanish. He's a Stefan. Julio, come on, not Esteban. So he's gonna enter my name in it. And we have 2 options, or to enter the name of the sign and date of birth, or the certificate that you can actually print for free on just paper or toner. And it's gonna generate the certificate number. So there are options we can do. Tejera. It doesn't work. Okay, 0. Everybody close the eyes and ears. 0623. Yes, I will have a birthday. That's right, in June. Okay, and now we're gonna click verify. Pascale, you ready? You there, you know that. She's my agent. She's in the platform. Everybody give the clap to Pascale. I love it. You guys are amazing. So we have 2 records in the system. I myself, as a notary public, needed to have a notary. And I have 2 records from different notaries who are in the platform who were doing a notarization for me. And they enter me in their public records, their journal, put it that way. That's what you guys having in the books, I'm in the electronic. So what happened is, imagine you have your deed on the house. How do you know if somebody, and you already, all of you guys heard about that, somebody transferred the deed to somebody else without knowing it, right? How do you verify that? Only you can call, yeah, titles, but you have to pay for it, right? Yeah, you have to pay for it. It's on the closing disclosure, on the alta statement, signing agents, come on. We see that charge in there. Or you can call the register. Well, what if I told you that every notary public who is in the network and at the record, it's gonna pop up in there. It's gonna pop up in there. And for you, it's actually easy because I can be in her office tomorrow and she's gonna notarize for me. And next day I can be register, and she's gonna do it for me tomorrow, notarization. But the easy part is she just get an ID, she scan it, and she get that information that I was yesterday in the notary in the Manhattan, getting something notarized, and she has that all records in, and she just added her own record into the platform under her new journal. So now, Julio, please enter one of the records. Do it, the old one, 23. 2023. Click the view. Okay. There she is. There she is. She's sitting there, ladies and gentlemen. Pascale, that's my notary. She did the last will and testament last year for me, and she entered the information in the system, in her journal. But we're providing only information that nobody else knows. We don't provide any IDs information whatsoever. Only you see those information in your journal because you need them, right? If you have the control or whatsoever, you need them. How does it sound if I will every month go online without calling title search to see what is in the record on my name? Easy and simple and free. And anybody who is seeking notarization can verify their name in it. Everybody should verify their name if it's there. So that's the one part of the system that you guys can use. And of course, there are multiple parts of the system. Let me put it in here, it's too heavy for me, I'm sorry. There are multiple parts of the system you guys can use, and that's remote online notarization. May I have your name? Oswald. You are using something that is expensive and you could save money on. Something that you can save money on our platform and get everything in one. I'm not saying we are the best at the moment. Yes, we offer something that doesn't exist, but what we offer mostly is the accessibility for a notarist to make a business. And I don't know how many remote online notarization each of you does, but if you do one in a month, you don't make a business, you're spending more money, right? So the calculation is wrong, and the maximum you can charge is 25 per signature. Who is getting tricky? Are you mixing for me? That's like a shaking, that's like a clapping behind the wall. So you don't really make the business, and what we did, I'm not saying the other companies are wrong or bad, remote online notarization, Notarized.com, great company, but they don't offer the separate to have the electronic journal. Like for the regular notarization that you do in person, on closings, on whatsoever. Now you have everything in one. You get to print the certificates out that are registered in the system. The system does everything for you. And now, if you have a book for in-person notarization, I'm sorry, again, paying attention to them, I love them. Look at that, hold on, let me do it here a little bit again. When you have a book, you needed to write that person again, and again, and again. Like I have a notarization yesterday, and then I will have next one in 2 months later with you, and you needed to all those my information from ID enter again. Even in New York, you have a driver license, and the registration number on the driver license or ID never change. It's still the same for years until you die. Sadly fact. You still have to register all those information in the books. In the system, no. You enter the name because you already had that client before, enter the name or scan the ID, enter the new record, boom, done in less than 2 minutes. Not even. So the system giving you an opportunity to prove yourself higher and give your clients more opportunities to verify that you are a notary in the network. And what it's actually, I found that as a great, I need to pay attention on this side again, as I found a great thing in life to do when you have a notarization for someone who is seeking to have a notarized document for the UK. They usually do the trust in the UK for the bank accounts and whatsoever. They're trying to call from UK to the notary to verify the notarization. I don't pick it up in the international calls, and I'm not picking up the calls that I don't know what the number is from, because they always say, "Hi, I'm calling for the extended warranty of your BMW." I don't need it. I'm not picking up unknown numbers. Now we have a system. Nobody's gonna call you. Verify online. The person receiving the documents, company, banks, lender, title, whatsoever, verify online. We have a titles in the Florida, they're using the platform as well, Escrow using it. And what's the great innovation of the system is, nobody is gonna call you from the Department of State to ask you for the records, because they have their own access to it. Which eventually, if you think about that, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna happen because public is gonna demand from every notary public, as we're seeing every month happening, something with another public, some fraudulent activities, that they will demand to have a notaries in the Centralized Verification network. Every notary who is signing up with our platform, receiving the label and the logo that they can use, and proving their clients that they are in the network. Oh, that's okay. That was waking up me. That was waking up me. Stefan, wake up more. They're sleeping. Thank you, honey. She came 6.5 hours down to see me. Thank you so much. You are an angel. Another drink, another glass. We got you, I got you. So, eventually it's gonna happen. We are living in the 21st century where the fraud is in rise every single day. My office have every single day at least one person with a fake ID, or somebody is trying to get a cash check for it's not even there for $120. I mean, if it's cost, okay. And I cannot let anybody else know because it's not mandatory, it's not. You can choose to be there and be a part of the network and get as much value as you value your business and your name on the stamp you're placing on every document you're giving. And it's actually protecting you. I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to them. My apologies. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. So the centralized verification system, can we log in? He's smiling at me. Do you think we can log in? Could we? Log in under me. I should be there. On that computer. I think I'm on every computer. And I should be in your phone as well. So come on, get those numbers. I'm kidding. Yes, please.
How is the information from the signers protected in the database? And who has access to their data?
That's a very good question. So, the primary data information has only notary. You, in your electronic notary journal. That's your data in there. The only way how you could find out data about me is that I'm sitting in front of you. Why? And I will tell you, that's an easy trick. You know some people writing on their documents like Stefan Tejera. I will write Stefan, but my ID says Stefan Perez Tejera. You are required by law to write the name as it's appear on the ID. That's first trick. So nobody can verify because nobody knows my next name, right? So you only know if I appear in front of you. All the information about me that I was in the network or previous notary publics. But the data what you're adding in are stored and securely encrypted. How it goes? Julio, help me. Encrypted? Encrypted. I'm sorry, my tongue. Another drink and another one. And another one. Are encrypted, so basically protected. The same question when you're asking when you do remote online notarization on other platforms. How those informations are protected when they're showing ID on the camera, right? I see you pass the verification KPA or biometrics. Please, under the state of New York law, you are supposed to ask a few questions. Good afternoon or good morning or good evening. My name is XY. I'm a certified notary under the state of New York, and I will be providing you today with the remote online notarization. First question. Second question. Do I have your permission that this session will be recorded and stored for another 10 years as required by law in the state of New York? Wherever the signer is. It can be Florida, it can be in Australia, it can be in, I don't know, Africa, whatever we want to say it. Anywhere in the world, you are in the New York state and you need to be under the New York state law because you are commissioned in the state of New York. May I have an amen? Amen. Thank you. You see? Another one.
Okay, so when somebody, let's say one retires from doing the notary work, do they have, and they stop paying the $99 a year, what happens? We can download the, right?
You can download or you can access whatever you want. It's still there.
The storage, do I have to pay if I want it, keep it in storage?
No,
So it's just, I could just ask that if the Department of State calls me.
it doesn't call. They access it.
Oh, they can access it directly. Ah, perfect. Yeah.
They access it. They have their own, the same as you have a login agent on the screens, they have their own login in the state of New York, entering your name or your registration number. Up. Oh, I see. Here she is. Look and see what she did today. And they can see it. They can download it. They don't need to bother you. You see? But you don't pay. That's the purpose. If he stops paying and he doesn't get that data down, he's going to lose the data. And why? Because they want him to pay. Oh, I forgot to get those data down. I needed to pay to get another month. That's $44.99. Ladies and gentlemen, $44.99. You see, so you don't pay. If you have a free access that you can use just for your records, no remote online notarization. Somebody doesn't want it. We just passed last year the remote online notarization in the state of New York to be temporarily, and it's a permanent. And now we have that in the law, and we are adjusting those laws, and the Department of State came that what you needed to do, etc., which is great. And from 274,000 of notaries in the entire state of New York, that's how many we have them, plus minus few hundred, only 22,000 of notaries, 23,000, put it a higher number, I wanna be, got the remote online notarization schedule. December? Share with me, I want to hear. No, nothing? Okay. Get their traditional to electronic one. 23,000 of the notaries became remote online notaries, which is great. It is going up. I register when it get up to register on the DOS, and I'm 1,480 something, 7. That's I think my number. You see? So it's like 22,000, and I register one of the firsts. Pascale, I don't know when you register. Right. So we're getting the notaries in the platform, right? They want to use the platform. They want to get the platform. They want to do it the business. And we are, you know why notaries do so? Because you can charge $25 for a signature, which is different from $2, right, in person. And you're doing that from home. And now it is in boom, because people start learning that there is the, in New York, remote online notarization thing, and everybody is supposed to accept that, so let's do the business. So that's a great question. Your data will be never lost, will be still there, and besides you pay or not pay, you can retire, whatsoever, you don't want to work anymore, your data will be there without you paying it. And you can access them 15 years after your last notarization, and you still will have them. Or you will call us or send us an email, oh, I lost the login. This is me, we send you an affidavit, of course, to get notarized, to know that it's you, and we will send you the new login information. Because in 15 years, a lot of things can change. Right? But your data are there, never get lost for your own records. Questions? Ladies and gentlemen, questions? Nobody has a question on me? And now honestly, from the scale 1 to 10, how much did I bore you today? Well, 1?
Boring now.
Not boring? Okay, good. I got scared. I was like another ChatGPT I needed in my mouth. They call that way, I needed to. But Michael had a question.
Yes, well, it's not necessarily a question so much as a, I guess a realization of the value that what your service is able to provide, which is you make what they do easier in terms of what the notaries do, right? And you enhance their ability to provide a great service to other individuals, and you streamline the process for them and help them make more money and put everything in one place, which is great, at a lower fee than your competitors, which is exceptional. And it sounds like you have no one else that is competing against you, and you're on top of everything when it comes to delivering something that no one else has. So as someone who's not in the notary business, a real estate broker, but I work with notaries, this sounds fantastic and amazing that no one else is doing this. So, I mean, you're providing a value that makes so much sense. As someone from an outsider seeing this now, it's clear that the value is there and it needs to be provided, and it makes sense that you're doing it. So that's what I got out of this.
Thank you so much for the question, and that was for the one breath. I don't know if I can answer in the one breath, but I say one more time, thank you so much for the question. I know Michael for a while, and it is to streamline the process, that's for sure. It is something that I designed to help notaries because I wanted to help myself, and I get that idea in the hand. And when the law changed, and as I said, the mindset that a lot of you does the closing in the real estate transactions and you're meeting the clients at their houses or in the real estate office or in an attorney office don't get a sense of the fraud as I do every single day of my life in my office. So that was one of the reasons. And the second reason is you need to think about all those platforms that you guys using for electronic journals maybe and remote online notarization were developed somewhere where the notary fees are higher than in the state of New York. Well, I mean, some states, they don't have a cap how much the notary can charge, and they still get the business. Where is it? In North Carolina or whatsoever, they can charge $25 for the signature in person. We're talking about the signature, not the session. So if I have someone who wanna get a notarization of 3 documents, I can charge them $75 of 3 pages. But I wanna get more business, so I do it better pricing than the $25 a month for a signature, so I can make a business. Because why? Because I don't pay that much to my provider, and I can afford it, and I can become successful in my circle of the people. So the platform itself, as you said, it's helping. It's helping protect you from fraud, giving you a best ability of the sense that if something happened, you are covered. We got your back. If something happened, we're gonna investigate to protect you because you did everything right. And protecting the signer as well. Because what if, right? How are you gonna prove that I came to your office and you get a fire in the house and you lose all the records and I will say, that's not my signature, I didn't sign that. How are you gonna prove it with your book when you lose the book that I was there? The first thing who is called at the court is another public. Did you sign? Yes. Give me your book. I don't have it, I got a fire. Sorry, judge. Well, who is responsible? You. We got you. We covering you. I mean, you're paying a certificate for ident trust around 90 because you do it through the NNA. We can give it to you for 75 directly from the ident trust, and that's your expense you basically need, and plus the platform. Nothing more to be running.
Well, the ident trust, when I bought the certificate, is for me to use on other platforms. I didn't want to go to someone's platform.
It actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can. They just say it. You can use it on any. Yes.
I mean,
you know why? Because you're submitting with the state of New York the letter of exemplar, and that exemplar it gives you every platform. It doesn't matter. You know why? That's why business get the business, because they benefit from knowledge of the people seeking their service, because we needed to get something that someone told us. So I was told when I got my first time notarization, I need to get that ident trust through the NNA.
I didn't put mine through the NNA.
Thank God. Thank God.
Why? Why? Because I don't know. I just didn't trust NNA's words. So when I went through Notarized, and because Notarized happened to be, they paid that $5,000 through Fidelity to be certified by them, and that's why I did it through Notarized. But then I learned if I want to go to other platforms, I could still use that same ident trust. The issue I have with that is I'm giving you my password, and I kind of have a problem with it. But now, since I've been doing it on all the platforms, that it
So
doesn't bother me anymore.
you have to share your passwords cross platform?
With the ident trust, because you have to put your password in every platform that you go to.
Okay.
Did you hear it?
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. That was really nice. I have one question regarding, what did you say that the notarized got a oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I always forget that. That's my okay. You said that they have a $5,000 contract.
They paid $5,000 to Fidelity so they could be approved on their list. And not everyone is willing to pay that.
And I will ask you the question, how many of you is in the signingorder.com? One. Are you on the signing order? How many times you did a closing for a company that after closing you got an email, fill out all those paperwork and you will be Fidelity approved? One. Did you? No. Okay. You did. How do you know that you are approved by the Fidelity? No, yeah, because they sent you papers, you signed the papers, you sent the papers, but you didn't get any certificate, you didn't get any approval. You just believe it, I did it so great, I am Fidelity approved.
The way that I was approved through Fidelity, I guess to be a universal list of approved notaries, I did a closing, and then like the lady that I talked to, she's like, oh, you know you're on the universal list, and I'm like, I didn't understand what she was talking about. And then she went on, well, you know, there's a universal list, and then the signing services each have one. And I thought she was talking about each of the signing services that do the list of approved notaries.
Right.
And she made me understand, oh no, you've been on that list since 2019. Oh, okay.
Good for them, but there is no verification for a notary to actually know. Did you get more business because you were on that list? Did you feel it?
Let's say somebody sends a notification out for Fidelity notary, they have 4 million. That's what she said to me. I don't know if it's true or not.
Right, I get that point. Well, now you learn something new, and once again I'm telling that as a disclaimer to everybody. I'm not letting you to sign, or I'm not pushing you to sign with us. It's your own decision to do so. This one was for you to just learn something new, something amazing, something fantastic. And I just want to finish the one line on the end of my too much speech. Please leave your all of your business card, and I will get in touch with you, and we can be electronic friends or meeting up each other for a coffee.
Centralized friends.
Centralized friends. No, we are not requiring the state of New York. There is only one state that is required. You don't need it too because you have a biometric verification, the hard verification. You don't have to do so.
Well, in the journal, I do make them do it because I want to cover my place.
Right.
So if something goes wrong, they got the fingerprint because.
Right, but there you cannot push is a discrimination if you asking them and the client is gonna reject to give you the thumbprint, because as we said, it's a book. The book can get stolen, the book can get destroyed whatsoever. I don't want to give you my fingerprint. Already the Department of State had it. I don't want to give it to you to have it in your living room or whatsoever office, right? So it has sense, and it happened to me. For that reason I say the client has the right to reject and still seeking the notarization to get it done. But that's a different topic to talk about. I very much thank you everybody for listening to me today. Thank you once again to our partner Oasis by Workwell Hungry, Chick Cards, and Vicaros for the photography, and thank you for your support, because you guys are amazing today, and I'm really amazed you guys came, and I hope we really will stay in touch. And as I said to many of you who I was speaking on the table, if you have a question, ask, because it doesn't cost. And I don't charge to give you my answer as a maybe more knowledge, maybe you know more, maybe you know more, and I can learn something from you. I will give you my advice. One more time, please, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for everybody. One more time, applause. Please enjoy the drinks, enjoy the food, and please talk between each other, because that's important. That's the networking, that's the connection we're making here today, and we're making this first event of the National Notarial Centralized Verification System to be connected. Make the picture, enjoy. Please, if you see me, talk to me, tap me on my back. Thank you once again.